I'm a proud mom of two. My daughter is Liz Amanda. She's a soccer player. She's right now in Portugal. And because of COVID, everything was closed. They're finally reopening, and her first game should be May 9th. So if you like soccer, just write a comment on the comment page before under, and I'll send you the link. So my son is 20 and he's in the Navy, and my husband, I've been with him for 13 years. I'm really glad to have everybody around. Today is April 15, is the National I-5 Day. So I-5. They start I-5, it was for baseball, but now I wanted to connect it with the baby side. So when you look at the baby around 2-3 months, what they do with their hands, they start putting their hand in their mouth. And the second step is to really, they clap their hands like that. They're so cute. So that's the second step. And the third step is communicate with everybody, and they do the I-5. So that's the connection with the baby today. And it's April, so April baby. I'm an April baby. I'm very happy. It's coming my birthday next week. The birthstone is the diamond. So for all the new parents having baby this month, the diamond symbolizes clarity and strength. In fact, the word diamond comes from the Greek. It's called adamas, which means unbreakable. So perfect for you ready to take on the world, April baby. Last month's speaker was Dr. Linda Colon, MD, holistic pediatrician specialist. She gave us great wellness advice about newborns and also the best food, what you should start with and when you should start. So if you want to listen to this, just scroll down or up, just under, and you'll see the link about the interview. All the viewer, I encourage you now to like and share this live video so we can extend the reach as much as possible. Also, all my viewers, I know I have people from everywhere, and that's the good thing about virtual and international, because online I have people from everywhere. So Canada, I know California, Australia, Portugal, Spain, everywhere. So just go in the comments, say where you're looking from, and also you can put where you're from, because often it's 2 different places. And I just wanted to put, because we do the virtual massage baby, and I have this, it's so cool. So it's the little baby saying, we're doing virtual classes. There you go. I wanted to show that. Okay. For now, I want to introduce our special guest of today. So I'm going to go with her bio. Esther March Singleton has over 27 years of experience in the childbirth and breastfeeding field. Her passion for the profession began firsthand by the onset of motherhood, fueled by the priceless self-accomplishment of achieving successful, exclusive breastfeeding for all 3 of her children. Esther has stopped at nothing to express her desire and purpose of educating, facilitating, and assisting mother and organizations all over the country to learning more about the benefit of breastfeeding. Esther has her degree in nursing, specializing in maternal and child health, business and healthcare administration management. She's a registered nurse. She's part of the International Board Certified Lactation Consultant, and she's a certified lactation educator. She's the owner of Mother's Choice Childbirth and Breastfeeding Services for 22 years at least. I don't know how this has been, but in her private time, Esther is a very committed individual, and to her commitment and belief in God, believing that we all have a deeper part to play in her time here on earth. She enjoys spending time with her family and having long walk on the beach. For the people in Florida, we're lucky about that. In addition, enjoy bike riding for its great health benefit. And we have guests from all over the world, international, and Esther is born here, but her mom is from Panama. So welcome, Esther.
Welcome,
There
welcome,
you are. Yay.
everyone. Yay! Hello, hello, hello.
How
Yes,
are you?
I am doing well. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome. And we were in the same color, so I guess great mind think alike.
Yes, yes.
The
It is,
color of the day. I met Esther in, I don't know, I think it was around 2005 because that's when I opened in Cold Spring.
mhm.
And Esther is involved in all community events, and she invited me. She does every year the is a walk. How you call it? The breastfeeding walk. What's
Yeah,
the name of
yes, it is the big latch on and the
it?
breastfeeding walk. Yes,
Yeah,
every
yeah. I really like it because she really bring all the. It's like a team, so you bring people from everywhere to help the new mom, and it's really your goal to help and educate the mom. So it's really cool, and also you bring the fitness part of having the mom walking.
mhm.
So it's awesome. So that's how I met Esther, and um, we always like go back and forth with life because we all have children and things. I'm really, really, really happy to have you tonight.
And I'm happy to be here. Yes.
Yay! Okay, so I had a couple of questions. The first question is, well, it's kind of a couple of questions in one question. But a pregnant lady was asking me, what can an expecting mother do nutritionally before, during, after labor to enhance milk production? So we'll start with the before, I guess. Is there anything they can do so they can produce more milk?
Yeah, well, there's several things that they can do, but one of them, the first primary, is that we want mothers to gain knowledge about breastfeeding. So we encourage all of the moms and their supporters to make sure that they attend some type of prenatal class. So that prenatal education will teach them all of the benefits, but it also should teach them, in a good class, should teach them how to troubleshoot any situation that come up and whom they should call. So it helps them create a breastfeeding plan for success.
Okay, awesome. So, for your classes, what they would have to do, like they call you, they email you, you have a website, how they reach you?
Right. So what happens is that they can call, they can go on to the website. So let me just add a couple things here, Marie, when we are talking about my services and what I do. So I am also fortunate to work with the Broward County. So
Mhm.
I am able to create those breastfeeding walks and all of the community events with the community partners. But I also get a chance to really train and start a peer counselor program. And what that really means is that another breastfeeding mom helps another breastfeeding mom. And so I'm the consultant, and there are other consultants that is in my service and the things that I do. And we provide that one-on-one breastfeeding education, one-on-one breastfeeding consultation. But in the meanwhile, sometimes moms just need to pick up a phone and call and say, hey, what about this? Hey, what about that? We also have women that is from the different ethnic groups,
Okay.
speak the different languages that help those moms also with that. But they all they have to do is actually call. They can call the phone number. They can call the phone number. I have several numbers, and I'm going to give them to you at the end so that they can reach out and call for help. So I talked about the class, being prepared for the class, and then actually finding a support person and their friendship and their friend. Because sometimes as we are mothers in the middle of the night when it's late,
Mhm.
and the baby's crying and we don't know what to do, and we need that supporter to say, hey, by the way, I can help you, or call so and so they
Yes.
can help, because that's very important. And the third thing I said, several for prenatal and postnatal, but third thing is that that support person in their home, or the baby's father or partner, whomever, that they understand the why the breastfeeding is, because it's so important. That I don't think people understand it's live. It has stem cells. It builds the cellular level. It creates the perfect intestinal gut for newborns. So
Yes.
I don't have Crohn's disease and all of these other
Mhm.
ailments. So it is good. And so those are the three things I think they should do prior to having their baby. And that's education and support and coming up with a plan.
Yeah, that's awesome because you always think, breastfeeding is always after. So you can't, it's like, okay, I'm going to wait after. But then it's like you have to be ready when it's the time.
Mhm.
And when you're the baby, it's really hard to do something else because the baby takes all your time.
Absolutely. The baby takes a lot of time.
So that's awesome. So anything that they should eat before that would help, or just really after? You always have to prepare your body anyway for the
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, you're right. So, in preparing, because I'm from that childbirth side also, childbirth education. Um, so we want moms to prepare their bodies by eating a variety of foods, so that they bring in the vitamins and the minerals and take their prenatal vitamins. And those things will help them just to prepare for them to grow their baby inside, but also to prepare their body to make milk. The key thing is that milk production for pregnant ladies start when they're still pregnant about 16 weeks. The body is designed in such a way it already start making milk. So eating those variety of foods and taking their prenatal vitamins, folic acid, and all those other things will help them as they are growing this baby inside of them, ready for breastfeeding.
Oh, that's awesome. I guess the lady that was asking that question know a lot about that because she was asking me what to do before. So she was right. Awesome. And after, I hear sometimes some kind of tea would help to produce more milk.
Right.
Tea.
Yes. So, yes, we have a lot of natural and homeopathic supplements that mothers can use. But the first thing that we want to teach moms is to start doing it naturally without any supplements with it without any homeopathic, because this is how it really works, Marie. The more the baby nurses, the more mom will produce and make. So it is an automatic response. Our body says you need more because you keep removing the milk. Removing the milk is nursing and taking the milk away. So the more the baby takes it away, the more they pump it out, the more the body say, oh, let me give you more. Let me give you more. Let me put more in. So if mom and baby in the very beginning can get it right, and to get it right for most moms, it takes them about the first 2.5 weeks before they figure out, okay, I can understand the baby understand me, making more milk, I'm good. It takes them about that time. They call it the learning curve to
Mm-hmm.
get it right. So that's the first thing. But now those mother's milk tea and the other homeopathic supplements are out there. So sometimes a mom may run into trouble with milk production, and we look at all the reasons why this happened. And sometimes moms will take the mother's milk tea. They will take the whole milk drops homeopathic solution.
Mm-hmm.
Does help them. But in the beginning, we want them to just start out their natural way. Baby and mom doing their thing.
And don't give up. It take
Yeah.
a couple of weeks to. And also, because of my profession with massage, I know that if you're anxious and stressed, then with the stress, you produce less milk too. So anything that they can relax them, and I guess like yoga, breathing, massage is all complement to.
Yeah, yeah, and then some moms like, the speaking of natural and homeopathic, some mothers like essential oils. So they
Mm.
may put a drop of lavender in their environment, or they may put some citrus, something to calm them. And they like that variety, and it relaxes them. And you talked about massage. Key point too, if they get that massage on their, the pressure points on their back,
Mhm.
and where the nerves come in and feed the breast tissue, it
Yeah,
will help them release milk.
milk.
It will relax the tension. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Next question. What we're still like kind of the preparing mode. What can an expectant mother do to the month before the due date to make sure the milk ducts and nipple are open and supported for breastfeeding?
Okay, so that's a great question. So because the body naturally start when it makes milk, and also the hormones that helps to enlarge the breast tissue, help to open up the ducts. So moms just need to make sure that they are not applying any heavy oils or bathing with drying solution to dry and crack the nipple area, because around the nipple itself has little glands, therefore secretion and lubricating the breast tissue and the nipple. So sometimes mom think they should just wash it off and dry it with a drying solution, and it cracks. Sometimes they think they should put a lot of oil and bury it, then it becomes infected. So we want to keep those ducts open. And we don't want to do any of that, putting the oils or anything on until after the baby's born, if they need it. So in the beginning, just to make sure they're washing with natural wash, not too much drying agent, not that oil that clogs and blocks the ducts.
Okay, yeah, I remember. Well, I didn't have no education for my first one, and I remember it was so painful, and they told me to put vitamin E, and I did that. It did help, but I guess if I had, knew the proper positioning and what to do, then it would have been better.
Yeah, yeah, and you know what? It's so you mentioned in the introduction that I've been around with breastfeeding and childbirth for many years, and I have, and actually, and I'm still in my awe with breastfeeding, because what we knew 5 years ago, 3 years ago, is very different today, and that's one of the things I enjoy about working with the Broward County Department of Health, because I get to teach and I get to do my research. So I'm teaching the staff, their nutrition, peer counselors, nurses, community partners, moms, everybody about the current research. And so the research helped me to change my thinking about things. So that's why I'm speaking to you now about. I used to prescribe the vitamin E, not prescribe, but encourage, because I'm not a doctor, but I encourage. And then I was like, no, now the researcher said, no, 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 no. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin. It absorbs in the baby. It may build up too much vitamin E in the baby. So people use vitamin E. But I didn't know. You didn't know.
Yeah, no, that's what they told me. But I know, yeah, that's why it's we always have to stay on the ball because things are getting better and better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to see that because that was my experience. So I would say that, but that's why I have you because we're the team.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Eating part. Okay. If your newborn has a difficult time latching, what can you do to help?
So this is a good question too. It actually is a great question. I shouldn't say good, but it's great because here's the thing. Now what we teach, this is going to really surprise you.
Wow.
Now what we teach is we teach moms to latch their babies asymmetrical. It was a time that, and I'm going to demonstrate with my hands. It was a time that this is the mom, the baby's like, so the baby's mouth is here and the mom's breast. And so we used to teach a mom and baby to go just like this, right? Fit right in there. So the baby will open up his mouth, mom breast right there. But now we teach mom to tilt the baby head back so the baby go asymmetrical. So we call it an asymmetrical latch. The baby tilt back and then go onto the breast. Why does he or she needs to do that? Because now the researchers told us if the baby latches on asymmetrical, the nipple, mom's breast nipple, will go to the hard palate all the way back instead of passing the hard palate, instead of stopping at the front where the hard palate is, it'll pass the hard palate and go to the soft palate. So we tilt back, baby stick his tongue out, and then come back. It's amazing. It's amazing what happens. So, and continuing on the discussion, there is so many times that we that we teach moms the new information, the new research. We'll teach it in the prenatal class, we'll teach it after they have their babies, but we don't only teach the moms. And I always like to say that because we want to build a community for breastfeeding success. A lot of times, as you've heard this saying, it takes a village. It takes a village to raise. It takes a village to be successful at breastfeeding. So we want to create that village and help the mom create the village so she can be successful. The Academy of Pediatrics suggests breastfeeding exclusively for um, let's see if she's coming back.